Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about airless deadline first scheduling algorithm. According to this example we have three different processes P1, P2 and P3. Consider P1. P1 has to execute 3 time units in 20 time units. So over the period of 20 time units within the deadline 7 time units, that is. So P1 has the next initiation is happening after 20 only, but within 7 time units it has to finish its 3 time units task. This is the deadline. Deadline is marked in red color and initiation time is marked in green color. Consider P2. P2 has to execute 2 time units over the period of 5 before the 4th deadline. Consider here. So P1 has the initiation time 5, 10, 15 and 20 according to the period. The deadline has to be marked with respect to the period only. So it has the deadline 4. So 0 to 4 the first deadline. The next deadline has to be calculated with respect to the initiation time. So from 5 again 4, that is 9. So 10 plus 4 14 and 15 plus 4 19. This is the way we have to mark the deadline. Consider P3. So it has the period 10. So the first process will happen between 0 to 10. The next initiation is happening at time equal to 10. So another initiation is happening after the hyper period only. So whatever scheduling we are doing within this hyper period will repeat again. The deadline of P3 is 8. The first deadline is 8. Second deadline has to be calculated with respect to the period. So 10 plus 8, 18. So now we can do the scheduling. According to EDF algorithm, we have to verify the priority each and every time unit. So for each time unit, we have to check what are all the ready process, out of which we have to look for the which process has the closest to deadline. That process has to be given higher priority. So according to EDF, all the processes are ready for execution at time t equal to 0. Now we have to see the deadline of each and every time unit process. So P1 has the deadline here, P2 here and P3 here. So according to this, if you compare these three deadline, P2 has the closest deadline. So P2 will be given highest priority. So it has to execute 2 time units. So first we have to start from 0 to 1. Now again, according to algorithm, we have to cross verify the deadline each and every time unit. Now we are at 1. Again P1, P2, P3, all the three processes are ready. Since P2 is not completed its task A. So again we have to verify the deadline. Again P2 has the closest deadline, so P2 will continue its task. Now P2 has completed its first task before its deadline. This is the meaning actually. Now P2 will be in the wait state. Now P1 and P3 are the only ready process, out of which, so P3 has the deadline here, P2 has the deadline here. The closest deadline is for P1, so P1 will execute first. So P1 has to execute 3 time units, but according to algorithm we have to cross check the priority each and every time unit. So 2 to 3. Now we are at 3. Again P1 and P3 are the only ready process, out of which P1 has the closest to deadline. We are at 4. P2 is not initiated yet. It is initiating after 5 only. P2 is in wait state still now. Out of P1 and P3, P1 has the highest priority according to the deadline. So P1 will finish his task. Now we are at 5. P2 initiated. So P2 and P3 are the ready process here, out of which P3 has the closest deadline. So P3 will start executing. Now we are at 6. Again P3 has the closest deadline. So P3 will finish its task. Now we are at 7. Only P2 is ready for execution. P1 and P3 are in wait state. So P2 will start executing. At 8 also, P2 is the only ready process. So it will finish its task. Before the deadline, it has also completed its task. At 9, none of the processes are ready for execution. Now we have to see at 10. According to this, P1 has finished its task. See here, P1 has to execute 3 time units between 0 and 20, but it has to finish its task before the deadline 7. So it has completed its task. Again P1 will initiate only after this hyper period only. Now we have to concentrate only on P2 and P3. P2 and P3 are the ready process at time t equal to 10, out of which P2 has the closest deadline, so P2 can start executing. At 11, again P2 has the closest deadline. Now we are at 12, only P3 is the ready process, so P3 can execute. At 12, 13 also, only P3 is ready for executing. Now we are at 14, none of the processes are ready for execution. P2 is initiating only at 15. So at 15, P2 is the only ready process, so it can execute. At 16 also, only P2 is ready for execution. At 17, 18, 19, none of the processes are ready for execution. So this is the scheduling for EDF. So this is the CPU utilization for this. 75% is the CPU utilization. Thank you.